Hello, it is Saturday the 22nd of April 2017 and this is the 10th in my video blog series. My name is Councillor Graeme Campbell and I've been a councillor representing the people of Avondale and Stonehouse in South Lanarkshire Council since May 2007. This will be my last video blog until the week of the local elections to be held on Thursday the 4th of May. I've always tried to get over to Belfast to visit my mum on the first public holiday weekend in May, and as next weekend is the May Day bank holiday weekend, I will be in Belfast, so I hope you don't mind that there won't be a video blog next Saturday. However, I do promise that I will produce at least one, maybe even two video blogs of the week running up to the elections. So either Tuesday or Wednesday, the 2nd or 3rd of May. So this week I would like to talk about serving this community and this fantastic community here in Avondale. Over the last day or two, quite a few people have wanted me to engage in the conversation around the snap general election that's been called for the 8th of June. I hope you don't mind, but I'm standing for council on May the 4th, and therefore I have always said that I dedicate my Facebook page and these video blogs to the council and therefore the council elections on the 4th of May. This is something that the SNP activists that I meet are very good at, and that is diverting the conversation away from the job in hand. And for me, the job in hand is to get re-elected for local government and to get re-elected on the 4th of May for South Lanarkshire Council. I'd therefore like to remind everyone of the statutory obligations imposed in all 32 local authorities across Scotland, including South Lanarkshire. Your council is responsible for delivering education, social work, roads and transportation, economic development, housing and planning, environmental protection, waste management and cultural and leisure services. This slide represents the approximate breakdown of council budget per service. And in most councils across Scotland, around 40 to 45% of the overall council budget is spent in education. Somewhere between 22 and 28% is spent on social work. And what's left? Well, what's left is for everything else: roads and transportation, economic development, housing and planning, environmental protection, waste management, and cultural and leisure services. Pensions and benefits are the responsibility of the DWP, the Department of Work and Pensions. Border control and passports are the responsibility of the Home Office, and the Ministry of Defence are responsible for our armed forces and the defence of this great country of ours. All of these matters are the responsibility of Westminster. And this means that all other government services pertaining to Scotland, including the Health Service, are devolved to the Scottish Government in Holyrood. And in my opinion, this leaves all of the important government services, the services that are important to all of us living here in Avondale, the reserved matter of South Lanarkshire Council. And this is why I refuse to get dragged in to conversations around topics that are nothing to do with my role as a councillor, a role for the last 10 years that I've taken very seriously, whether it's delivering education, social work, or the ongoing planning and development issues that we see across Avondale. So when I'm asked what I believe my biggest achievements have been since becoming a councillor in 2007, the first thing that jumps to mind is not the £10 million of investment that we've made in Avondale roads, or the fact that we have replaced 10 out of the 11 schools across Avondale. The biggest achievements that are typically most important to me are also those achievements that are typically very personal to me. I would love to give you more details on the lives that I have touched, the lives involved in sometimes tragic circumstances that as a councillor I've been able to improve in some small way. Whether it was the old lady in Stonehouse who required a brand new heating system during one of the coldest winters in living history, or the family with 4 children living here in Straven in a 2-bedroom flat. You know, the nicest job that I get as a councillor is when I can pick up the phone and tell somebody that we're going to give them a house, we're going to give them a roof over their head, somewhere where they can bring up their family in warmth and comfort. But sadly, those telephone calls that raise my spirits, make me believe that I'm doing the right thing standing as a councillor, are few and far between. I would love to make lots more of those phone calls. When I stood for council back in 2007, I was determined that what I was interested in doing was giving something back to this community, something that I was able to deliver using my 30 plus years in business. And therefore, I've been touched over the last week to 10 days when I have received letters, cards, emails of support, all from constituents who will vote very differently in a national or a general election. Constituents who voted yes during the referendum here in Scotland, all of whom have offered their support to me to restand and be re-elected as their councillor here in Avondale. So as I sit here asking for your support on Thursday, the 4th of May 2017, I'm thinking about this community. I'm not thinking about the general election on the 8th of June, or Brexit, or the potential of a future referendum. I'm thinking about how I can serve this community better. I'm thinking about how I could deliver 100 social and affordable houses right here in Strait. I'm thinking about ways in how I can improve Stonehouse through a common sense approach to development, and even delivering a secondary school for Stonehouse, something that I think Stonehouse absolutely deserves. I'm asking myself, how can I help improve the education across Avondale and ensuring that every young person in Avondale gains access to an education that they deserve? I'm thinking about what road we can improve next in Avondale, and how to continue the downward spiral of rural crime and antisocial behaviour across our towns and villages. When you vote for me on Thursday the 4th of May, you're voting for somebody who will put this community first, and always first. You're voting for somebody with continuous improvement running through his veins, somebody who's always looking to improve and make this community of ours better and safer. My name is Graeme Campbell, and I'm asking for your support on Thursday the 4th of May at the Scottish local elections. I'm asking for your first preference vote, a vote that will see me back in council for another 5 years. And most importantly, your endorsement, an endorsement that will enable me to continue serving this community for another 5 years. Thank you for watching.